मान ली भाई, मान ली, आपने मनवाई है। सिमाबिया, इसके बाद रहने 163 ले लीजिएगा।
जीत गई होगी, एक कॉर्नर छोड़ दीजिए।
51 मरी। सर आना, सर आना।
हेलो
जी, बहुत शुक्रिया खातिनों हज़रात आपकी आमद का।
ये बैठ
जी, बहुत शुक्रिया। मैं उर्दू और अंग्रेजी दोनों में बोलूँगा क्योंकि यहाँ इंटरनेशनल मीडिया के दोस्त भी मौजूद हैं। So I will speak in both Urdu and English.
सर आजा, सर आजा।
So that
सर कुर्सी पड़ी है, सर कुर्सी है। आजा,
So the first thing to remember while we look at the data and evidence that we have is that the rigging that happened with respect to this election primarily happened at the offices of the returning officers. But that is a very serious thing. Normally one talks of rigging at polling stations, where the accusation is that the rival candidates carried out the rigging. But once the votes have all been brought to the office of the returning officer, who is a state official, and once the forms, the Form 45, that calculates the result at every polling station has been brought to the office of the returning officer,
खामोशी।
one expects that the final aggregate based on the results from each of the polling stations would be done fairly by the returning officer. Unfortunately, sadly, tragically, what happened between the night of the 8th and the 9th of February and during the course of the morning of the 9th of February was a massive assault on democracy in Pakistan. Fictitious forms 47 were created, which had nothing to do with the underlying vote that had been cast on the 8th of February. The underlying forms 45 that were delivered at the offices of the returning officers were tampered with, were discarded, and completely fictitious results were created in at least 90 National Assembly constituencies. Now this raises a very serious and troubling question for democracy going forward. What is the point in holding an election if you are going to create a result out of thin air? Why should people come and vote at all on polling day if the result is going to have nothing to do with how they voted? So now what we are facing is a permanent question mark over democracy going forward. If the state officials responsible for safeguarding the election can be won over, then do what they did during the night of the 8th and the 9th and the morning of the 9th of February, then every election to be carried out in Pakistan, to be conducted in Pakistan, becomes a farce. That is why we are standing up and we are saying this farce must be reversed. If it is not, that will spell the death of democracy in Pakistan. This was not just election fraud. This was a wholesale assault on democracy in Pakistan. And we know this followed months of suppression of the PTI workers, PTI leadership that were picked up in their thousands, leadership as well as the grassroots workers. Our symbol was taken away in the hope that people could not know who to vote for. This atmosphere of fear that with the election campaign, every day our workers were picked up, our banners, posters, steamers were taken down by official vehicles, municipal corporation vehicles across the country. And anybody who invited us to a corner meeting had his home broken into during the dark of the night. So with this atmosphere, we went into the 8th of February, nevertheless determined to allow the people of Pakistan to speak. And the people of Pakistan roared on the 8th of February. They roared back against the oppression that had been unleashed on them. This was a historic vote. We need to congratulate the people of Pakistan.
Thank you.